Hey Impaled, Brad the Impaler here. I just wanted to share my thoughts about an article I read the other day. But first, a little background on this rant. If you don't know what Rick and Morty is, you may have been living under a rock for the past 3 years or so. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But in case you haven't seen the show before, here's a little clip to show you what I'm talking about.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to the club, pal.
Rick and Morty is a show on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim that has really taken audiences by storm. Besides doing incredibly well in the ratings, the show's creators Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon seem to be experts in the art of animated comedy. For me, there probably isn't a moment that the show is on that I'm not laughing. So you ask, what does that have to do with anything, Brad? That's a good question, astute viewer, and I have a good answer for you. On April 1st, 2017, Adult Swim started playing the Season 3 premiere of Rick and Morty, on loop for hours. Let's take a look.
Welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order?
Yeah, I'd like to get a 10-piece McNugget and a bunch of the Szechuan sauce, like as much as you're allowed to give me. In 1998, they had this promotion for the Disney film Mulan, where they created a new sauce for the McNuggets called Szechuan sauce, and it's delicious. And then they got rid of it, and now it's gone. This is the only place we're gonna be able to try it. It's in my memory.
Rick, you're doing this bit while your brain is melting.
Okay, all right.
And then later...
I'll find some more of that Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce, Morty. Because that's what this is all about, Morty. That's my one-armed man. I'm not driven by avenging my dead family, Morty. That was fake. I'm driven by finding that McNugget sauce. I want that Mulan McNugget sauce, Morty. That's my series arc, Morty. If it takes 9 seasons, I want my McNugget dipping sauce Szechuan sauce, Morty. That's what's gonna take us all the way to the end, Morty.
McDonald's, who has a history of being good-humored on Twitter, tweeted McNugga Lubba Dub Dub, which is oddly reminiscent of a certain character I know's catchphrase. However, not everyone was so good-humored about it. Just like every other time a good joke starts to grow, cue the SJWs.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and you have to point it all out.
Jesus fuck, just take a look at this article. Asian Americans already suffer from consistently one-dimensional portrayals in media and only rarely get the opportunity to educate others about the differences between entire Asian nations, let alone nuances within an individual culture. Ultimately, what the Szechuan sauce effect does is flatten cultures that Western society deems too complex, too other, to consider more carefully, and Asians have too often fallen victim to that judgment. Fucking what? Give me a fucking break. You're telling me that this sauce is either going to make or break racism in the Western world? Come on. Unfortunately, this idiot goes on. While we've come a long way since Mulan, we unfortunately still live in an age where Scarlett Johansson is our best Japanese actress and Asian men are beat up on airplanes for no reason other than gross ignorance. There's no telling whether McDonald's will actually bring Szechuan sauce back, but the last thing Asian Americans need is a sauce to obscure the diversity of their culture in the same shade of faceless, nationless, Western-approved brown. The last thing Asian Americans need? This person makes it seem like we're bringing back the Japanese internment camps or something. This last thing Asian Americans need is for the queen of making mountains out of molehills to speak for them. Let's also talk about the time where she said Asian men are beat up on airplanes for no reason other than gross ignorance. The poor man that was removed from the United flight didn't experience racial hate. He experienced an airline putting its employees above paying passengers and not taking no for an answer. That's bad enough without attributing some type of racial component to it. I won't even touch the reference to whitewashing of Ghost in the Shell, because we all know that's bullshit too. So in short, Yasmin,
Lick, lick, lick my balls! Yeah!
Put your fucking hands up.